So we were fortunate enough last year to be able to test run Tahoma on our soccer field, on a different soccer field. And by the time the fall season had gone through, the winter had rolled on, and the spring season was over, we walked out on our field that we had tested. We put a test plot of Tahoma right in the middle of what we sodded with last year. And it was as clear as day, the perfect square of where the Tahoma was. Now the Tahoma was still beat up, but you could see very clearly where it was, and all we had to do was take that to our director and say, this is why we need to do Tahoma, and it was an easy decision for everybody. We need it to be able to recover quickly, not just from us inputting more nitrogen and more phosphorus and more potassium. We need it to naturally be a quick grower, and it definitely seems like Tahoma wants to do that. We also need it to be more cold tolerant. We got crushed last year by that cold snap right around Christmas time, and we're hoping that we can find something that is going to survive the cold temperatures as the season's starting to finish up, but also be ready to green up quicker in the springtime. Whenever we don't just have fall soccer, we have spring soccer as well. And even though there's not as many kids playing in the spring, they are still out here on these fields in late January, early February. And if we can get this grass to be ready and reacting, not whenever they first start, but as early March rolls around, if this grass is going to start waking up, that's going to be a big boost to us versus what we've had out here in the past. So our biggest problem out here is just the amount of traffic that this little 2.5 acre field gets. When we're talking about 24 hours of use during a weekend and another 16 hours of use during the week. Even though it's a bunch of little feet running around out here, it's still a bunch of feet, a bunch of cleats, and it is tough for us to keep up with the amount of wear and tear that we get. So our hope is in combination with regrading the crowns of these fields, we've also been looking for a grass that will take the wear and tear that we're going to see starting here in a couple weeks, and it's going to run the whole way to almost Thanksgiving. And when we can get a grass that is as aggressive as Tahoma is, we're hoping that that is going to help us recover, especially here in the early going. It's going to help us recover from all of that wear and tear that our athletic programs put on these fields.